Hello there, my beautiful being of light, and welcome back. Well, today's topic is going to be on being an empath, and a lot of us can relate because I really believe that a lot of us are empaths, actually. If anything, all of us, because we are made out of energy and our feelings have energy and we transmit that shit all over. What I'm really going to talk about is going to be actually pretty serious. Many times I have new clients and they come up to me and they're like, Iris, I just, I really want to, help myself, fix myself, whatever. But the thing is I'm noticing that I'm feeling other people's pain. That's one of the most common things about being an empath. But the reality is that it's very true. That is a very empathic skill. But that means that your empathic skills are not balanced as of yet. Because what happens is that when you basically wake up, when you spiritually awaken, whatever that means to you, because it's different for everybody and it happens differently for everybody. But when you basically decide that you want to have a higher sense of well-being, what happens is that you are awakening certain senses that you knew that were there, but you weren't quite putting them together. And the more that you educate yourself through this kind of consciousness, the more you're going to realize that, wait a second, I'm actually feeling other people's pain. And sometimes empaths feel even physical pain, not just emotional pain. I'd say a lot of times they feel physical pain. And what I'm trying to say is that remember that everything is made from vibration. So what does that mean? If everything is made from vibration, that means that your energetic being vibrates. Therefore, what you emit to the field is also energy that also vibrates. So there is what is called a vibrational match. What is a vibrational match? It means that two vibrations are matching one another, basically are complementing each other. That means that when you are feeling other people's pain, not only are you feeling other people's pain, but you're matching their pain, which is a reflection of you, which means that there is a certain aspect of your consciousness, of yourself, that is matching that pain, that is in pain. This is why it's so important for you to explore your consciousness, explore who you are, take care of yourself, love yourself. Because the more you can get to know who you are, the more you can get to understand your pain, the things that you want to heal, get over, repetitive patterns. The more that you take care of yourself, the more you will realize why this is happening to you. And the more connected you become to your environment, to the earth, to people, and you will eventually use these skills to help other people like I do. Because I have to say I have a lot of psychic ability, but I'm mainly an empath, and that is how my psychic ability works. The way that I am an empath and the way that I have psychic ability is I can, how can I say it? Like, I can feel other people's emotions, but I know they're not my emotions. It's their emotion. I could feel other people's. I could understand and feel other people's pain without making it my own, because I'm not there anymore. But because I've healed myself and I've gone through whatever changes I need to go through, I'm able to understand and relate and feel. Because this time it's like I'm not even feeling them as an emotion. I'm feeling them as this feeling of emotion. I don't even know if that makes sense. But my point is, it's more like this, but it's like a distant feeling. Maybe that's the point. It's a distant feeling. It's like I'll be talking to somebody and they'll tell me a story, or they're telling me their situation, even if it's somebody else, and then I'll be like, I feel pain here, I feel pain, and so what's going on here? This means that this person feels guilty, for what's happening. And a lot of times, the person will even say, I don't know, oh, I don't know, I think so, because they themselves are not quite in touch as of yet. So, because they still haven't reached that level of consciousness. But not only have I reached it, but I've healed it. So now it doesn't even feel like this, like, ugh, this sadness. No, it just feels like an even deeper feeling that resonates with sadness, that resonates with regret. And so it's just like a deeper, softer feeling, but it's deeper. At least the time that I felt that, it's deeper. And so I'm just like, okay, this person is feeling a grief, and because da 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 da, and then that's where the psychic ability comes, because it's almost like I know, like I just start saying, okay, you feel this grief because so and so and so, and so that is how your empathic skills will start to work for you. And I'm sure that you already feel that way. I'm sure that there's been points that you feel this way already, and but it gets a little crazy, a little hazy, because sometimes you think that those emotions are yours, and those emotions are not yours. What happens is that you are matching those emotions as a vibrational match, because you're still trying to get over your own emotions, your own, pain or grief, or just things that you have to work through. So definitely, this is why you're still absorbing their pain. That's why it's so important as an empath to get connected with your skills. Meditate, learn about this, learn about human emotion, learn about the energy body. And the more that you can feed yourself that knowledge, the more you will raise your consciousness, the more you will feel at peace and find a lot of resolutions with your own issues. Of course, sometimes we have certain traumas, or sometimes we don't even know. So a lot of my clients, a lot of my new clients, when I start working with them, these are people that had not quite in touch with their feelings. So this is what I do, and it's just so perfect. As a holistic hypnotherapist and an empath, I take you and I open you up, and I show you what it is to feel. To feel in a safe manner, in a productive manner. Because there is two ways of feeling pain. There is a way of feeling in pain and staying in the pain, and feeling victimized by whatever it is that you have gone through. Or, when people work with me, I show them how to feel pain in a way that they can release it. And you see, and that's the productive way. That's the healthy way of feeling pain. And what happens is that when we grow up, our parents don't teach us about these things, because they themselves don't know about these things, because we've been through cycles and cycles and cycles of not being told how to love ourselves and handle ourselves, because we're just now awakening. So let this be a really great video for you that kind of helps you and opens you up into the possibility of having a more fulfilled life by understanding that balance. You see, the balance of well-being is the most important thing in your life. And that is achieved through finding your own happiness. So you can help others, because this is what we're here for. We're here to serve others. Without serving others, we wouldn't even have to work. There wouldn't even be a currency system. There would be no families, basically, because we are here to serve humanity, each and every single person. And when we clear those patterns that our parents have made and our ancestors have made for thousands of years, when we clear those patterns is when you'll be able to feel more free and understand that your emotions come and go, and they flow freely through your body. So yeah, guys, that's why it's so important to heal yourself and understand the power of kindness with the self. And that is how you'll be able to release your own pain, and then understand that your pain is your pain, and other people's pain is other people's pain. But you will still feel for them, because we are all connected in this, larger scale of consciousness. And so you will still feel for them. If anything, you're going to want to help them. But it's not going to feel like a charge for you. And I'll end up with this. Whenever I do sessions, it happens quite often, is that when I'm done with the session, my clients, a lot of my clients would say, oh, you must be so tired, you know, you must be so drained after working all this time, or you must be so drained after the end of your day or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm not drained at the end of the day. I'm not drained after a session. I like what I do. I just opened you up and I showed you how to feel feelings the healthy way, you know? So yeah, I don't feel drained. I like what I do. And the one thing that I do feel that is difficult, and I didn't feel that before, and then after I did DMT, I've been feeling it, and that is the weight of the world. I have been feeling the weight of the world, and that's pretty sucky, I'm not gonna lie. But I have developed ways into not stay in that feeling, and it's not that I'm running away from the feeling, but I'm working through the feeling, and it's really based on acceptance. It's based on just me accepting the fact that this is our world, and we have to love it as much as we can, because there's a lot of pain out there. There's a lot of suffering. It reinforces once again the importance of loving yourself. This is how we break destructive patterns in the world, and in ourselves, in our family, in our loved ones, in our children. This is how we break that, by loving ourselves and being kind to ourselves, and working through any pain, and having the recognition that if you can't do it alone, then get the help that you need. You know, the help will always be there. You just have to be open to it. All right, guys? Well, I love you all, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. You're more than welcome to leave a comment and subscribe. Mwah. Bye.